Hi everyone, I'm Chelsea.
I'm Christelle.
And we are Blondies Kitchen.
Welcome to another video with us. So we're going to show you something which is a little bit different. This is our second
Ever.
savoury video.
And what's better than a giant sausage roll?
But this isn't just your standard sausage roll like in the shape of a sausage roll.
No.
We're taking this Christmassy to the next level, and it's a Christmas, what is it?
It's a wreath.
A wreath.
It's a sausage roll wreath. So it looks like an incredible centerpiece that really you want to share with everyone on Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. You want to slice this bad boy up. You want to dip it in sauce. You want the flaky pastry to be around your mouth, licking your lips, and that incredible filling. And it's unbelievable. And I absolutely love sausage rolls more than anything.
She eats them pretty much every day.
Oh no, I eat them all winter. Don't eat them in the summer. I try not to.
No, she eats pork pies in the summer.
So let's get started on showing you how to make this amazing sausage roll wreath.
So we've got JUS-ROL. So simple, it's rolled out for you. This is going to save you so much time, and it's all going to be even.
And it's puff pastry we're using, so you don't really want to be making your own puff pastries. It's quite a long process. So JUS-ROL. Yeah, good for you.
Good for
if you do, but JUS-ROL does the job. So we have got 2 sheets of JUS-ROL.
So I'm going to just show you what we're going to do. So we're going to take these out the
Packets.
It's our JUS-ROL. So I'm just going to feel if this is soft enough to roll out. It is indeed. So what I want to do, before we start mixing our lovely pork with all the different ingredients we're going for, I'm going to roll this onto the table, flat out. So you need quite a big work surface area when you're making this. So just find a table.
Just find a table.
Find a table. I always find it easier when I'm making something like this that it's not high up, so I can see above it. Roll the other one out. Okay, so then what I did do when I was practicing this recipe is what you want to do is take the 2 sides here, and you want to get these 2 parts to meet. So you want to pull this down slightly, and then you want to tack it together.
So it's one big pastry bed sheet.
The heat of your fingers will start to melt the pastry a little bit
so that
it
they
will stick together. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to move
that to the side.
that to the side.
And in our bowl, we've got 1 kilo of pork mince. We're using pork mince for our sausage rolls because we love a pork sausage roll. Feel free to use beef mince, or you can mix pork and veal. That's really nice if you're going a bit high end, a bit luxe on these, but you don't have to. Chicken mince doesn't work quite as well, or turkey mince, because the cooking time will adjust, and because we want to cook the outside of the puff pastry, it can go a bit dry. So up to you. But yeah, pork mince, and to our pork mince, we are adding some crispy onions. You know the ones you buy in the salad aisle that you top with your salads?
Honestly, game changing.
Crispy onions are going in. Why go to the trouble of frying off all the onions when this adds the amazing flavour? And you almost want the dryness because they act like breadcrumbs.
So they suck up a bit of the
moisture.
Then we're going to season with salt, quite a bit.
Plenty of salt, because it's 1 kilo of mince we're using here, which is quite a lot. It's 2 500-gram packs.
Then pepper.
Twist of plenty of pepper.
Are you a pepper fan?
Pepper fan. I love seasoning with salt and pepper, but I'd never like top with pepper. Do you?
No, salt all the way.
Yeah, me too. Mustard
Seeds. Are you a fan of them?
Love them. I feel like they add such good flavour. And what is better than honey mustard? We're doing our giant sausage roll with a honey mustard flavouring, and the mustard seeds really bring out that flavour even more. Give that a good stir. And then we are using a really, really delicious mustard. It's amazing. You don't have to use this, but we find it really brings out quite a unique flavour. And we're adding a bit of runny honey in there too, because what's better than honey mustard? That's just amazing. We're gonna stir this really well. And you want to evenly coat your mince with your honey and your mustard. Done. So now we're ready to get our mince into our pastry casing. So with clean hands, we're now gonna put our mince mixture all into our pastry. So starting an inch from the edge, you want to leave a slight border because we are going to need to seal this. I'm just patting it into a ball shape so that it's all the same thickness all the way down because we want it to cook evenly. So we've left a lot of the edge of the pastry clear because we're actually going to cut that bit off to create star shapes to decorate the top of the sausage roll. And it's about 7 to 8 centimetres width of the pastry left on the end there that we're going to snip off. Perfect. And now we're ready to roll. Just going to gradually tip and fold over. And I'm going to press down firmly to seal it shut and to make sure that all of the mince is encased really well in that pastry. So now we can peel away the baking paper that the pastry sits on. Do this quite carefully. You don't want to damage it. That's peeled off really well. Now I'm just going to seal the edge of the pastry to make sure that there's no gaps so that this bakes really well and doesn't have any leakages. So as you can see with my finger, I'm just sticking this together and making sure each layer of the pastry meets. Just turning it into itself to form a round wreath.
I'm going to get the two ends to meet and I want to tack them
together
and then it's more stable to move.
This tray's lined with parchment.
Put it straight on, and then the fun job of removing the paper. Getting the last little bits, trying not to break the pastry so nothing leaks. Right, then what you want to do is push down those ends that you
lifted up
because we're going to crimp them with a fork, which
makes it look all the more festive.
That's lovely and round.
That looks really good.
And now what we're going to do is get a fork. And we are going to crimp the edges.
Perfect.
And with the remaining bit that we cut off, we're going to make some star shapes and we're going to go all on the outside and make it look very pretty and festive. Right, so then what I do is when I cut one out, put it straight on.
And we've got one hole here, so it's quite good to show you we can patch it up with the star. No one would ever know, it's like a plaster.
A beautiful one.
Make them all even.
Make it all even.
And rounded.
And then we're going to egg wash this.
Before it goes in the oven, but we're just going to leave this to chill.
Hold on.
For at least half an hour. You can leave this to chill overnight. Totally up to you, but leave it for at least half an hour because it's better to get the pastry fridge cold again before baking. And then we're going to egg wash it and get it in the oven.
Fab!
I'll pop that in the fridge. This has been chilling and now we're ready to glaze it with a bit of egg wash and sprinkle some mustard seeds over the top to make it look beautiful.
So I've actually don't have a pastry brush with me today, but if you don't have one, that's actually totally fine. Use a bit of kitchen paper, dip it in just a beaten egg, and we want to coat this all over the pastry. And what this does is it gives it a gloss.
Gorgeous golden brown, shiny finish.
It's like when you get your nails done and you have the top coat, this is the top coat.
That's a really good analogy.
So we just brush it on. If you have got a paintbrush, it is a lot easier, but this is quite simple. And once you've egg washed this, make sure you egg wash all the inside too.
And we've got our oven preheating at 200 degrees because our sausage roll is going to take about 45 minutes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the mustard seeds on the stars and the egg wash will let it stick to it.
Amazing, that looks so cute. And again, like we always say, it's so nice to eat with your eyes, and to have the mustard seeds on top when it comes out gives you a slight indication about what's going in or what's on the inside. It's what's on the inside that counts really with this. That looks amazing.
And then I do one last thing. What do you think it is?
Salt.
Yeah.
I really had to think then, but of course, some flaky sea salt
All on the top.
just finishes it off and will make it have a lovely crust as well.
Bam. Let's get this in the oven.
So that's going in for 45 minutes at 200 degrees on the middle shelf.
And now we have our final product.
Oh my God, it looks incredible.
I'm actually proud of this.
Yeah.
And I think you would be too. If you made this and you put this on the table, I'd actually be, I wouldn't want to show it off.
Yeah, it looks stunning. We want to show it off so much we put it on a cake stand.
It's got its own little
Centerpiece, it's gorgeous, and we let this cool slightly before serving it, but you can serve it hot straight to the table if you like, can't you?
Yeah, of course.
And we are serving it now onto a plate for me, ready to tuck in, and I can't wait. So if you want to make our amazing giant sausage roll wreath, please do like and subscribe. Let's cut that slice.
Nice flaky pastry.
Just what you want.
Spent hours making. How thick do you want it?
You know.
Nice.
Lovely, perfect. This would serve a good amount of people. Let's see it. Da, 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 da. Wow. Good amount of sausage meat to pastry ratio. Love it. And that is how you make our giant sausage roll wreath. Hope you enjoy, guys.
Enjoy.
Give me the plate.